some terrible news for you. You've all tuned in to watch the... Oh, my God. Australia have started as they mean to go on. That's what we want to see. That is what we want to see. After the travesty of a football match that I was awarded yesterday, this I am up for. Some terrible news for the most ardent of Mark Goldbridge followers. Terrible news for the most zealous of Goldbridgeites. He's not here, you're lumbered with me. I know, it's a B-Tech version. I know, this isn't what you subscribe for. I know, I get it. I'm completely on your side. This is unjust. Look, the first comment I read, it better be Goldbridge. It's from the bruv. I'm so sorry, the bruv. I'm not him. I am not him. You know when Jude Bellingham was like, I am him. I am not him. So you're lumbered with me. Or, of course, you can do as I'm sure you will, which is just ditch me. Leave me here on my own, crying out for some sort of love and support. But no, Mark will be on later. I do know that. Mark will be doing the Morocco game later. Sadly, you're lumbered with me at the moment, but I have an exciting game ahead. And I hope that we can watch it together. I think this is going to be a good one. Like, firstly, do you know why I think it's going to be a good one? We're in Seattle, right? We're in the state of Washington, which is why it says Washington, but we're at Seattle. Seattle is genuinely a football mad. I nearly said soccer. Nearly caught myself saying soccer mad. It is a football mad city. It is a city that absolutely loves football. It is a city that will... It's the closest thing in America, I think, either Atlanta or Seattle, to actually having like a European understanding of football, like a European culture. So the fact that the game is there, I've seen some videos on the streets of Seattle on the build-up to this game. Like, they're up for it, man. They are up for it. It is buzzing. They've done like an ultras walk to the stadium. They really are emulating European football culture. And I think this is going to be a good one. Because Australia obviously got off to a flyer. But weirdly, you know that kid at Watford who scored the goal? He's not playing. I was like, God, he's a good player. My mate's a Fulham fan. My mate was like, yeah, we're going to sign him. Apparently 30 million quid to Fulham. He's not in the team. I was buzzing to watch him play and he's not in the team. Apparently Popovic wants to rotate his squad, wants to keep it all fresh. So the two goal scorers from the Turkey game aren't playing for Australia, which is a little bit of a shame, and no Christian Pulisic, so it's a little bit of a shame as well, but you know, this could be good. Mark lied to us. What has Mark been saying? Has Mark been saying that it's going to be him? It's not Mark. Mark is doing the later game. He is. Look how upset everyone is. No good for my ego, this. Do you know that? This is heartbreak, absolutely heartbreaking. What is everybody saying? Like, let me get into the chat. See, okay, super chats. That's what I need to perfect. Seattle has the coolest stadium in America. I highly recommend that you go there if you get the chance. It is a city that I'd love to go to, if for no other reason. Dr. Fraser Crane, the Space Needle, Nirvana, I think. Can't think of anything else Seattle. But no, I would love to go there, obviously, for the football. But I do know that the fan culture of Seattle is devoted. It's a very impassioned, football-loving city. And I think that's going to tell. I think the fact that it's here, you can see that the stadium's packed. I saw videos, like I mentioned it before. The American fans are going potty. USA and all that on the way to the stadium. Really loud, really passionate. Like, it wasn't exactly Paris Saint-Germain fans on the march to the stadium. But it was significant. And this could be a big one. Like, I am looking forward to this game. I think it is going to be an exciting one, because there is no doubt that the atmosphere ahead of this game it's enormous excitement. Like, you can kind of feel it. You can feel it, that this one is really, really serious. I'm just gutted that Christian Pulisic is out, man. Christian Pulisic out is so annoying. Like, you know when they battered Paraguay? Apparently he felt his calf in that game. What was that, 4-1, wasn't it? He felt his calf in that game, and he hasn't been able to be fit for this, which is a real shame, because, look, I'm a Chelsea. Oh, by the way, if you don't know me, I keep doing this. I'm learning, right? I'm learning on the job. Sadly for you, you have to witness it. My name is Rory Jennings. Loads of you don't know me. I know that you're like Mark Goldbridge-ites. I'm just an imposter, but I'm a Chelsea fan. And the reason that I'm talking about Christian Pulisic so much is because I kind of know him. I know his limitations. I know what he's capable of. He isn't a great player, far from it. And you know, oi, they're in the box here, America. Oh, on the volley, is he going to do it? Oh, okay. We've already had more action in the first 5 minutes of this fixture than we had in the first 75 minutes of last night's fixture, when I had the pleasure of your company and you had the stain on this channel of me. That was my debut. Let's hope that we can keep moving in the right direction. Oh, if anyone's watching, by the way, do me a favour. Will you like this stream? It's really important. I don't quite know why. I don't quite know what it does, but it is really important. If you would be kind enough to please click like on that stream. I've just seen a first super chat of the day. It's from TK Moon. TK Moon Official says, I just discovered and recently subscribed. Is that to me? Are you talking about? You can't be talking about Mark. I haven't recently discovered. Well, that's very kind. Welcome to my channel. Thank you very much. I just recently discovered you and subscribed. That's very kind. Love this channel and atmosphere. By far the best watch-along channel. Love you and your co-host, that Mark guy. Yeah, occasionally I let him on. And occasionally people view his content. You know, he lets me on to build the subscribers. That's why I'm here. I build the numbers, I build the likes, I build the comments, and then I let him have a go. That's what I do. That's what I do. I kind of facilitate Mark Goldbridge's career. He's very lucky to have me, in fact, and he will admit that, definitely. But no, we are 6.5 minutes in. By the way, if you want to make this video chime with whatever you're watching, with bang on 6.5 minutes in. But yeah, thank you very much, TK Moon. Great to talk to you. Right, another super chat. This is from Keel Robinson, who says, "Great show yesterday." And I promise you, I know you think I know Keel, right? You think that either maybe I've started a burner account, maybe I know a guy called Keel Robinson, maybe I went to school with him, maybe I asked my wife to start an account. No, I genuinely don't know Keel. He is the one person who actually enjoyed me being on Mark's channel yesterday. So thank you to Keel. Oh, hang on a minute. Kai Havertz Goat 29 has also jumped into the super chat and has said, "Loved the watch along with you yesterday. Please do more on this channel." Well, I never. That's again very kind of you. I can't say I massively enjoy your username, Kai Havertz, but I massively appreciate your words. So thank you so much. Toog fan in the super chat says, "Glad to see the taller Goldbridge again." Oh, really? 5 minutes into the stream and we're already doing the height thing. Yeah, it's crazy. Mark's deceptively tall, do you know that? Do you know that? I did a shoot with Mark fairly recently. We did a shoot on the Lad Bible, an England shoot. We did it together. And there was a photo of us. Mate, like, I know I'm not tall, but it's obviously amplified when I stand next to tall people. Mark's like, I don't know, he's got to be 6 foot. Annoyingly, I'm not. But I'm nearly 6 foot. If by nearly I mean 5'6". On a good day. Yeah, it's mad little that. What's your take on Brits loving American food? Is it just propaganda or is everyone over beans on toast? I think everyone loves food of all nations, right? I enjoy food in America. I've been to some brilliant restaurants. I really have. I've eaten so well in America. I like sampling as well. When I followed Chelsea. We played in North Carolina, Charlotte, and so we're in the South. We drove. Oh my God, America in the box. Australia riding their luck a bit here. America really dictating the tempo. Australia just can't get out. Really poor. Popovich is going to have to do something about this because they're totally... Australia have 11 men behind the ball. I know that you have to take the sting out of the home crowd, the hosts of the tournament. You have to take the sting out of what they do. But yeah, this is not good from Australia. They're going to have to ride this storm, weather the storm, because it's not easy. Of course it's not easy. But... this American side are good, you know. There's still so much attacking threat in this American side. Like, with or without Christian Pulisic. Obviously, Pulisic is the jewel in the crown. It's not the man they'd want to lose. But, you know, it's quality. It is quality. The ground looks good. Old Lumen Field, I believe. Is that right? I shouldn't do that. I should know the answer before I, guess at an answer. But I think it is the Lumen Field. Where are we up to? Right. Super chats are coming in. Appreciate it massively. No, listen, I like American food. I like food. I just like eating. I'm quite greedy. Greedy little bloke. Another super chat here from Bal Thief says, Seattle has the coolest stadium in America. I highly recommend it. Hey, you got read out twice. Money well spent from you, mate. You got very lucky there. Oh, look, the first comment I've seen here. Toby said no. Gina said boo. Sam said loser. Yeah, mate, not good. Mark, you look weird. Yeah. The injustice of it all. The Timu Mark Goldbridge. Yeah, this is it. This is it. This is what I've signed up for. Damaging to the old ego. I'm obviously joking. America have scored. America have gone 1-0 up already. This is what we want to see. Some goals, some action. Oh, look, America. America are beating Australia. The score is the USA 1, Australia 0. Interesting kit from America, man. It's like wavy. Mauricio Pochettino looking good. Longer hair. Mate, he's a good manager, Pochettino. For this level especially, he's a really good manager. The Balogun scarves are out. I saw there's a song that the Americans are singing about Balogun. Have you seen it? They have actually gone full English culture. I'm watching the goal and replay here. Right, nice build-up play. Really nice build-up play from America. Oh, it's just pace, power. Cuts it back, it's an own goal. I think Balogun drives to the byline. Australia just can't deal with it. Do you know what? I went to an Australia game. I was in Qatar. And I went to Australia against Argentina. They're just not good enough, Australia. They're just not good enough. And it's weird because as a sporting nation, Australia are amazing, aren't they? You know, when you think about their contribution to sport, think about what they've done in swimming, think about what they've done in cricket, think about their like contribution to sport overall. They're good sports people. Just football, it's just not going their way. Although the cricket's not really going their way at the moment either. So it is America 1, Australia 0. And mate, America, do you know the good thing about this? Like I don't have a particular dog in the fight here. Obviously I want England to win the World Cup. But what I will always say is, you know the host nations, obviously we've seen Mexico top their group. They're going to be top of the group no matter what. That's fantastic for the tournament. America, host nation. You always want... Australia are in! Oh, he's a Rizzler paper away from scoring there. Good move. Leckie has got onto the end of it. Mate, the American defence just sat off. It's gone with the outside of his right boot. It's an interesting tactic. Really difficult to master that though. He's gone for the outside. You know the whip from the outside of the boot. The old Ricardo Quaresma. Not an easy one to finish. And if you're playing for Australia up front, you might want to just, I don't know, go with your left foot, take a touch. It's a very ambitious finish for even like an amazing player. It's a really, really difficult finish. But if you play for Melbourne City and you once played for Borussia Mönchengladbach, I would suggest having a touch, bringing it onto your left foot and drilling it into the bottom corner. Like, you've tried a finish that if it goes in is probably goal of the tournament. Like, you've tried a finish that there's probably about 6 players at this tournament capable of doing that. Do you know who could score that goal? Bruno Fernandes loves an outside of the boot. Lionel Messi, you don't doubt that man ever. Harry Kane's got it in him to do that, undoubtedly. Bernardo Silva, maybe? Bernardo Silva's got it in him. Maybe Florian Wirtz in a German shirt. Not in a Liverpool shirt, but in a German shirt, maybe. But no. Former Adelaide United star Matthew Leckie has tried to score goal of the tournament. Do you know what, actually? I've adopted the wrong approach here. I've gone wrong. Do you know what? I'm completely in the wrong. That's amazing. He's gone, do you know what? I'm at the World Cup. I am going to win the Puskás Award at the World Cup. I'm not going to do the right thing. I'm not going to have a touch. Nah. I'm going to try and flick it in. I have ultimate respect for that. I have ultimate respect for the fact that he has gone, you're not here for a long time, you're here for a good time. Like, they know that they're not going to be in the World Cup for a long time. Round of 16 is like the absolute final that they could do. Oh my God, America have not scored. Mate, this is serious one-way traffic. See, America, good side. Really good side. On McKennie. Really good side here. Yeah, this is going to be looking like it's going to be a long night for Australia. Really long night. And you know, you concede an own goal. You concede an own goal after 8 minutes in a really passionate and partisan stadium. In a stadium that is probably the most football-like stadium in the whole country. Yeah, it's going to be difficult. Long night ahead for the Australians. But maybe they can do it. Maybe old Matthew Leckie can find his way, find his rhythm, find his form. Where am I up to here? Kill Robinson, trust me. Most know who I am. If you know, you know. Although Mark is convinced I'm a bot. Oh, Kill, are you a passionate That's Football subscriber? Would you take Balaber at Chelsea? Yes. Have you seen our team? Have you seen our team? Anyone that's half decent's leaving. Enzo Fernandez jumping ship. Marco Cucurella's already jumped ship. Like, the players are rubbish. Of course Balaber gets into our midfield 100%. Absolutely 100%. Tiger Valley has said, your favourite game so far this tournament. I mean, the best game so far this tournament is undoubtedly the England game. And do you know what? I was talking about this a bit yesterday. I have, either fortunately or unfortunately, depending on what way you want to see this, watched a lot of football. The reason I say unfortunately is because I'm not doing it in the way that I want to do it. I have a baby who's a lunatic. Like, I say it with love, right? I adore her, but she's absolutely insane, and she just doesn't go to sleep. So I am now just perennially awake. Are you awake for Saudi Arabia versus Uruguay? Yeah, I am. Are you awake for Jordan? For Jordan versus... Was it Jordan? Jordan versus Austria? I ended up watching that one. Oh, bloody Arnautovic. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, I'm awake. I'm awake, mate. I'm doing them and doing them well. So, yeah, I've watched a lot of football. I watched that South Korea, their first game. They were fantastic. I thought it was a big result. Big result from Mexico today. Because in that first game, I thought South Korea were good. So I've watched a lot of football. And there is no doubt the World Cup has been brilliant. Right, they really burst into life, didn't it, a couple of nights ago. The night before England played. Messi, Haaland, we seen Isak scoring goals. It was the day that the World Cup woke up, I thought. You know, a lot of you would have been waking up to Lionel Messi scoring a hat-trick. Not me, the lunatic kid, meant that I'm watching it live. Messi scoring a hat-trick, wallop, right? The World Cup comes alive. Then you've obviously got the situation. You've obviously got a situation, Kylian Mbappe, pinging them in, wallop. World Cup comes alive. But then, the best game of the entire tournament so far, it is England versus Croatia. Best game by a mile. Most amount of jeopardy, most amount of excitement. Like, England won 4-2, and by the end, England could have won about 8-2. We were so good in the second half. But it's also important to remember that there was a 20-minute period in that first half where we just couldn't get it right. America are in again, man. What on earth are Australia doing? Come on, mate. You've got to get it out of your own half, mate. I'm well good at that, don't you think? Should do that more often. I can't believe how good USA are looking. But no, England is definitely the best game so far, no doubt. Poch is starting to look like Russell Crowe. Yeah, he is. He is, old Maximus. Yeah, he does have a touch of that about him. See, for this level, Pochettino's a really good manager. Like, you know, if you were to rank managers at this World Cup, like, you'd probably go... England have the second best manager at the World Cup, is that fair? Brazil have the best manager, so Ancelotti, manager number 1. Number 2, Tuchel. Number 3, you probably go maybe Nagelsmann. Is that right? Is that fair? Nagelsmann, De La Fuente. Who's Portugal? No, Roberto Martinez. No, not them. I'm trying to think of the best managers. But very, very soon, you're going to get to Pochettino. Pochettino, top 5 managers at the World Cup. Right? It's big. Mark Silverbridge says the crowbar. No, mate, I take that. I thought you could have gone with like copper bridge. What's worse than copper? Plastic bridge. That's what you could have got, mate. Silver, mate. I aim for silver. I aspire to be silver, mate. That's a dream come true for me. Thank you for your compliment. Talk too much, mate. What can you do? I'm doing my best. What? Talk less. Okay. Should we do that for 30 seconds? See how that one works. You're all going to tell me it's better, aren't you? You're all going to tell me that's actually... Yeah. That's the best thing that's happened on this stream. That's the most sense I've ever made. That was the most perfect part of the entire stream. Maybe, arguably, the most perfect part of my entire career. Yeah, just put a sock in it. Put a sock in it, Raw. Yeah. That's it. RFK Jr. Why is he there? Why are they showing him on the telly? Fair enough. Mate, they're a good side, America, aren't they? You know, when you think about what they've built, Pochettino, how far could they go in this tournament, do you reckon? Like, could they do what South Korea did, say, in 2002? Where they end up... I think South Korea... They definitely got into the quarterfinals. I can't remember if they finished third or... I think they finished third, you know. Someone will let me know. South Korea finished third. Pretty sure they did. Mate, it looks lively in there. I've just seen a shot of the fans. Old Robinson taking a throw in, right? I've just seen a shot of the fans behind. It looks like it's lively. It looks like there's a real atmosphere in the stadium. It looks good. Looks good. 20 minutes into the game, Australia have done nothing. America have been totally on top. And I think it's good for the tournament, don't you? To have the host nation do well. Like Russia was a better tournament because Russia were good. 2002 was a good tournament because South Korea were really good. I think that the host nations being good adds something. And then you think of the tournaments that haven't necessarily worked. Like South Africa wasn't a great tournament. They struggled in the tournament. Like, you think that's a fair way to look at it? Oh my God, America are in again. Mate, this is men against boys. This is men against boys. This is ridiculous. Yeah, not good. Not good at all. Where am I? Let me get back into the chat. Why are you not drinking? I am drinking. I'm drinking a Pucker nighttime organic biodegradable tea bag. Mate, do you know one thing about me? I have a tea on the go all day long. It is unbelievable the amount of tea that I drink. I don't think that I ever, if I'm at home, I just got the kettle on. I just got the kettle on constantly. I put it on as like an anxiety, like a twitch. I'm just like, mate, I need it. I'm English. I need a cup of tea. I need put anything that happens. You know, something good happens. I'm like, oh, that's amazing. Great news. Whack the kettle on. Like, you know, something terrible happens, a crisis. I get a phone call from the school. I'm like, hello? They go, my kid's bit someone. Oh my God. Victoria, put the kettle on. My kid's bit someone. I'm bored. Whack the kettle on. Watching something good on the telly. Right, oh come on, let's go sit down and watch the last episode of Legend with Steve Coogan. Whack the kettle on. The answer to every problem in life, whack the kettle on. That is where I sit on it anyway. Would you do me a favour, by the way? I know that people won't, but would you like the stream? There's 132 likes currently, and the channel has 1.48 million subscribers. Oh my God, Australia are in! Corner Australia. Mate, that would be snatching a goal. Like snatching it out of nothing. Theft. Quite a good move from Australia. Built nicely. Pulled out wide. Good cross. Excellent cross in. One of those begging to be turned in. Centre forward's got to get across his man. You've got to, like, as a centre forward, your responsibility is to gamble, isn't it? Like, what you need to be doing 10 times a game. And look, he had a manager, that Popovic. He's looking, thinking, mate, you have to gamble. Your responsibility as a centre forward. Like, Michael Owen was always so good at that. Just make the run in front. 10 times it won't work. But the one time it does work, you've scored at a World Cup. Get in front every single time. It's like you make a career out of that. You make a career out of it. Just get in front of the centre half and make the same run. 9 times out of 10, the ball will go high, will go back post, you won't get the ball. But if you make the run and the ball comes in like that, you're scoring at a World Cup in the Seattle state. Oh my God, it's Australia! Mate, they're quite dangerous from set pieces here. This World Cup, because of the heat, could be a World Cup completely and utterly determined by set pieces. God, he's got a big head. Done well there. Big head. He's the most Australian looking man in the world. He needs to put the sun cream. You know that sun cream? The most Australian. There we go. Right, he's under it again. Under it again. Old Sutar. Right, he's made his run. Oh, Harry Sutar. Oof. Okay. Free kick. Oh no, so what am I talking about? Water break. No, not water break. I made this mistake yesterday. I'm actually buying into the propaganda. Hydration break, they're calling it. But we all know the truth. We all know that it's not a hydration break. It is obviously... yeah, an advert break. This is the opportunity for somebody to make loads of money. It's absolutely atrocious. Like, at no point during a game do I want to buy a laptop. God, that stadium looks wicked. At no point do I want to buy a laptop. No, at no point do I need to know what are they called? Sports remedy drink is the best. I don't need to know that now. Certain things in life are sacred, right? I don't know. The day your kid's born. Christmas Day. Certain things are not for sale. And do you know what is not for sale? 45 minutes. It's very difficult to argue what happens before the game, what happens after the game, what happens when the presentation comes, the president goes on and presents the trophy. It's very difficult to argue with all that, right? What you can argue with is the sanctity of the 45 minutes. God, that is a terrible own goal, man. Absolutely terrible. Like, he hasn't even tried anything. Like, you have to, like, it's just an emphatic finish into the roof of the net. Bozo, like, what are you doing? What are you doing? That is just such a basic, like, get it, Burgess. Burgess, man, what are you doing? Who's this Burgess? Like, he just blazed it straight. Just blazed it straight into the roof of the net. Like, he hasn't even tried to pivot on it or get rid of it or anything. Oh, Cameron Burgess. Not good. Not good at all. Oh, that's a good game tomorrow. The Dutch, Holland versus Sweden tomorrow. He's a lovely geezer, but don't forget that he is from Sweden. Right, where am I up to? Burgess scored 3 own goals for my team, Swansea. Yeah, not good. Not good. I come from a land down under. You sound pretty hyper, son. Yeah, I'm excited, you know. The World Cup's on. I'm a football-loving individual from North London, and the World Cup is on. International tournament football is unrivaled. It's unmatched. Yeah, I'm hyper. Of course I'm hyper. I'm wily, and I'm getting them hyper. Who knows the next line to that? There must be somebody in the... 3,000 of you, that's cool. If I say wily and I'm getting them hyper, if you get it right, Mark Goldbridge owes you 50 quid. Okay, ready? Wily and I'm getting them hyper. Who's someone? I must have the line. There must be one Londoner. There must be one Londoner in the... Burgess was scoring this direction, right? No, oh bugger. Yeah, no, not good. Get him dirty like a baby diaper. Well played. Eski, oh, you're obviously going to know. Oh, yes, sir. Okay, Mark Goldbridge owes you £50. See what I can do? I can just go mad on Mark's channel. He's giving me the keys to the kingdom, baby. He's giving me the keys to the kingdom. I'm on a channel with 1.48 million. Power could go to my head. A power could go to my head. I could ban people. I could subscribe. I could just like start subscribing. Shall I make Mark? I could make Mark Goldbridge subscribe to my channel. Yeah, boy. I could do anything. And you, my friend, got that right. Eski, if you ever see Mark Goldbridge in a pub, you tap him on the shoulder and you say, mate, you owe me £50. And he'll go, what? Why? I don't know you. You say, listen, Rory Jennings was holding my channel and he put a competition out about Wiley, I think during his pay-as-you-go days, and now this has happened. Fine, he owes you 50 quid. Ban Mark. Yeah, I should do that. Can I do that? Can I ban someone from their own channel? Yeah, maybe I should. Maybe I should just like get in, ban him, change the ad rev to my bank account. Mate, I'll be a billionaire. Be unbelievable. Lewis Jackson, you're funny. Thank you. See, oh well, one person. You've missed tons of super chats. No, I haven't, mate. The night is young. The SP Freely has said, Burgess, we're scoring in the right direction, right? No. Oh, bugger. Good super chat. Good super chat. It's a super chat. That means you got to read it out. Okay, right. Don't worry. There's plenty more coming. Plenty more super chats. I'm going to find them all. It's not a problem. I wish they sort of put them somewhere that I could find. Can you check for mine and other super chats, please, mate? Alms Civi, yes. Yes, I can. Where? How do you find them? Hang on. Reactions, pop chat, reactions, timestamps, send feedback. Yeah, I'll send feedback. The feedback says, where'd you put the bloody super chats? Live chat. All messages are visible. Yeah, that as well. Right. Okay, I'll tell you what. If you want to do a super chat, I've got... I wasn't at the right point. I kind of didn't have the screen. Well, I wasn't on the page. I wasn't on the right page. I was looking at something else. If you want to do a super chat now, I'm so ready for it. I'm so ready. I'm like a coiled spring ready to launch into the super chat. What's up, man? What's your name? My name is Rory Jennings. I am a YouTuber who is a Chelsea fan who is... Don't worry, don't unsubscribe to this channel. I'm only here for a few times at the moment. So you don't need to panic. If you hate me, don't unsubscribe because I just won't be here that often. But if you like it, then tell Mark. What do you think of Liverpool re-signing Núñez? What? That's not... You mean in theory, or have I totally missed something? I mean, I think it would be a terrible move for Liverpool. I don't think Liverpool need Darwin Núñez. Look, I always liked him. I always thought that he was a good player. I thought that he brought an element of something to the game. I thought that he was a decent striker who made opposition's life a nightmare. I think he elevated forward-thinking options, but he wasn't good enough for Liverpool. Like, if you play for Liverpool, if you lead the line for Liverpool, if you think over the years what that means, it means dear America. Do you know, I've got a bad feeling for the Americans here. They've been so on top. They've been so much better than the Australians, but the score is only 1-0. And you know what it's like? You miss chance after chance after chance, and suddenly the scores, you're going in at half-time 1-0. You can kind of see it happening here. They need to get that second goal. But yeah, talking about Núñez, they can't bring him back. Think over the years. Think over the years of what being Liverpool centre forward means. It means that you are effectively the best in the world at what you do, pretty much. You know, you can be compared to the very best in the world. Over the years, when they signed Torres that season, I think people forget. I mean, if you're my age, if you're Mark's age, Mark, I'm sure, will stand with me on this. Fernando Torres that season was unlike anything I've ever seen before. Erling Haaland did it, but he didn't do it as beautifully as Torres. Like, when Torres landed, and do you remember the whole cop? His armband proved he was a red Torres, all bouncing in unison. We bought a lad from Sawney, Spain, give him the ball, he scores again, Fernando Torres. He's Liverpool's number 9. Na-na-da-da. It was unbelievable. Honestly, it blew my mind quite how brilliant he was. He was dazzling. He was like this kid who had an edge, a snarl to him. He was aggressive, and yet he looked like a baby. He was the fastest thing I'd ever seen. His eye for a goal was unbelievable. The variety of goals that he could score was unbelievable. And he was a genuine icon. Obviously, he came to Chelsea. It didn't go so well. But it was unreal. And then you think of the players that they had before that. They signed Stan Collymore when Stan Collymore was one of the best strikers in the league. Robbie Fowler is still arguably the most natural goal scorer this country has ever produced. Michael Owen, despite what people say about him now, again, I'm sure Mark Goldbridge would agree with this. Michael Owen was unlike anything I've ever seen before in my whole life. Ball in America! And all my life, there's panic in America. But Darwin Núñez isn't that. So what they would need to do is elevate. What they would need to do is sign somebody. Look, they've got Isak, they've got Ekitike, and I think that they're going to play in a 2. I think that Iraola will have Ekitike and Isak in a 2. Like, Ekitike played in a 2 when he was at Frankfurt with Marmoush, didn't he? So I think that what they'll do is they'll do Wirtz behind Ekitike Isak, and it will be Iraola's job to get that going. There's someone famous on the telly. It's a girl. I have absolutely no idea who that is. Another super chat has landed. Look, see, I'm cooking on gas now. Little known fact: the stadium in Seattle, as made with hosting football matches as well as NFL games in mind. The owner of the Seahawks was adamant that the ground be wide enough to support football matches. That's from Z3 Music Official. Great knowledge. Great knowledge. See, that's what you have to do. You can't just repurpose it. West Ham United fans will tell you that. Like, West Ham's ground, it's the worst ground in the country because it's not a football ground. Like, whatever you think is the worst ground in the country, whether you think it's the Gay Meadow, whether you think it's Loftus Road, whether you think it's, I don't know, the Riverside Stadium in Middlesbrough, whatever you think the worst ground is, you're wrong. Because those grounds are purpose-built football stadiums. They are built with football in mind. They are built to be conducive to viewing football matches. That stadium is built to watch Usain Bolt run the 100 metres in less than 9 seconds. That's the point of it. That's what it's built for. That's why they built that stadium. It was built so that you could watch Jessica Ennis, the icon, make history. It was built for Ennis, Denise Lewis. It was built for those experiences. It was not built to watch Mark Noble playing that ball round the corner that he loved. Remember that? Into his feet, round the corner. It wasn't built for that. So no, it's a great point, Mr. Z3 Music, and I appreciate you chipping in. Hydro brakes affect momentum. It really pisses me, mate. This is from the MGT. You're absolutely right, and we saw it, didn't we? In the Germany-Curacao game, it was so out of order. Curacao got an equaliser and they were on top. Germany were a bit panicked. Suddenly, we have the advert break, not hydration break, the advert break. Nagelsmann says to his troops, whoa, calm down. Everything's fine. Suddenly the score's 7-1. It's not right. It's not fair. It affects the game. It affects the result. What's your favourite Ross Kemp documentary? I quite like the one when he went to Brazil. Do you remember when he went to Brazil and got mugged? I think that was a good one. Oh, wow. Jessica Ennis went to my school. She's an icon, man. Built for Mo Farah. Exactly. Built for Mo Farah, not for Mo Salah. Exactly. Where am I up to? Sorry. I like your energy. It's quite good. I like what he's done there. Great comment here from the guy, the con guy. The con guy? He basically goes, I like your energy. It's quite good. He's not committing. I'll rate it. Your energy, it's quite good. It's got to be a foul. Not given. America won't get to the final. They will fold. No, I don't think they'll get to the final. There's some exceptional teams here, you know. So no, I don't think America will get to the final. But look, if America end up in the last what would be a success? Last 16? Be amazing. Last 8 would be huge. No, it's him again. Oh no, it's not. Oh no, I thought. See, I'm so paranoid. It says, "Yo, it's him again." What's up, Robbie? I thought it said, "No, it's him again." Lord Liam Rosenior has more aura than you. Yeah, obviously. Liam Rosenior. Oh, like he's managed Chelsea. Obviously, that's more impressive than what I've done with my life. Obviously, even though he's the most undeserving manager in Chelsea history, even though he is undoubtedly the most underqualified man in Chelsea history to have ever sat in the hot seat, even though he is actually a stain on the office of Chelsea manager, yeah, he's sat in that seat. I haven't. I always have the respect for footballers, people that have done it in the game. You have to. Like, then you can criticise, but you have to acknowledge they've done it. Like, I don't know, there are certain players that I don't really rate, don't even like, I don't know, James Maddison. But I still respect that James Maddison is a professional footballer. I'm still aware that he has got to the very top of his field, and it's incredibly impressive. Now we can debate. Once we acknowledge that, we go, look, you're the governor, man. You're scoring goals at White Hart Lane. That's a dream come true. It's amazing. It's absolutely brilliant. Once we establish that fact, then we can criticise. Then we can go, this guy seems to have a hyper-inflated sense of his own ability. This guy has some front. He's got a celebration. He scores about 6 goals a season. He's been part of a Tottenham team that nearly been relegated 2 years in a row. Had the audacity to call out Roy Keane, one of the greatest footballers to have ever lived. Not in this country, not Premier League era, not of Irish descent. I'm talking in the entirety of the population of the world ever. Roy Keane is one of the greatest footballers to have ever walked the face of the earth. Don't call him out. That's where I sit on it. Where are we up to? Headache break. This guy Kush, I've given him a headache. So that's my favourite insult. Don't you reckon that's the best insult you can ever say to someone? You go, oh mate, pipe down. You could give an aspirin a headache. It's my favourite. It's my go-to. Anybody, oh my god, you're going to give an aspirin a headache. It's a great insult, and you've basically used it on me. Rate it. Will you be doing Tottenham watch-alongs next season? Yeah, of course I'll cover Tottenham. Of course I will. Maddison is quality if he can stay fit. You read the chat more than Mark. Thank you. Really? Maybe I'm doing it wrong. He's the governor of this, not me. You helped the... I can't read that out. I'm scared you're not allowed to say that word. Where are we up to? Oh, will you be doing... That's from... Yes, I will be. Do you like the Ross Kemp prison documentaries? Yeah. Why are you talking to me about Ross Kemp so much? Like, I have no massive feelings towards Ross Kemp, one way or the other. I kind of vaguely know who he is, and I'm aware of him, and I'm aware of the shows you're talking about. Why do you keep talking to me about Ross Kemp? I have no feeling towards Ross Kemp one way or the other. Like, I care more about Dua Lipa than I do Ross Kemp, and I don't care about Dua Lipa. I care more about Harry Childs. Who's playing at Wembley tonight? They were all on my train. What's the geezer? Harry Styles. I care more about Harry Styles than I do Ross Kemp, and I don't care about Harry Childs. Styles. Oh, I've lost a super chat. One sec. Don't worry. Crisis will be averted. Hang on. Do you like Ross Kent prison documentaries? I don't care. What do you think Manchester United need to get back to the top? Anderson is going to Man City now, so they will be stronger. Do you know what I honestly think Manchester United should do? I think Manchester United should try and gazump that deal. Not only because they could do with a player of Anderson's quality. Anderson's a brilliant player, isn't he? Top-class player. Excellent footballer. One of the best in the league. One of the best in the league. One of the best at this World Cup. One of the best at what he does. I think he's absolutely brilliant. I love him. So, Elliot Anderson, let's agree that he is amazing, right? Then you think about where Manchester United are at the moment and where they need reinforcements. I feel like Elliot Anderson is the answer to a lot of their problems. A midfield next season of Kobe Mainoo, Elliot Anderson and Bruno Fernandes is top draw. Really, really top draw. It takes Manchester United back into the top tier conversation. And then, and this is almost the most important point that I'm going to make. You know when Manchester United were the best? When Sir Alex Ferguson was at that club and they demanded excellence from everyone within. They demanded excellence from the top down. What did they do? Dwight York scores for Aston Villa as they win the League Cup at Wembley against Leeds United. What does Fergie do? Go and sign Dwight York. Wayne Rooney scores an amazing goal past David Seaman at Goodison Park. What does he do? Goes and signs him. Andy Cole scores 44 goals in a season for Newcastle United. What does Fergie do? Goes to sign him. I think that there is a power of Manchester United, a prestige of Manchester United, and they should have the arrogance to just go and sign this player. Go and get Elliot Anderson. Like, playing for Enzo Maresca isn't particularly inspiring, is it? Signing for Man City at the moment is not particularly inspiring. I think that Manchester United should flex their muscle and go, no, we're the biggest club in the country. We're the biggest club in the country. Oh, he's in the box. It could be a penalty. Oh, if he'd gone down, he would have got a penalty there. Australia living life on the edge. Like Bon Jovi. Oh no, it's life on a prayer. He looks Australian, Bon Jovi. He could well be from there. So that's what I think Manchester United should do, Mufasa. I think that Manchester United should go and get Anderson. You know the way Liverpool like just went and got Ekitike when it looked like Ekitike was going to sign for Newcastle. Liverpool were like, nah. Come here. I think Manchester United should do that to Man City with Anderson. I really do. Just go and put a bid in, a serious bid. Go and put in a £120 million bid now. And just see what happens. Because I think that the allure of Manchester United is still powerful. And I don't think Manchester City's allure at the moment, with the new manager and the 115 and whatever else going on, I just don't think it's... Oh, it's going to be a goal. Man, America have scored. America have gone 2-0 up just on the stroke of half-time. Big goal. Very poor defence. Oh, he's offside. He's offside. Australia live to fight another day, but they have been terrible. They've been so bad. I know that the US isn't going to win the whole thing, but that didn't stop me from being a homer and placing a $10,000 bet that will pay out... Oh, a $100 bet that will pay out $2,500 if we do it. Mate, good luck. Good luck. There's no reason why you won't do it. It's not impossible. You're one of the teams. You're a very good side, and you have one of the better managers. Of course, it would be a huge shock. But remember, Greece won the Euros once. Do you know what I mean? Greece won the Euros. You're playing some brilliant football. You battered Paraguay, and you've been totally dominant today. Like, bigger tests are going to come, but you've got home advantage and an excellent manager. So there's no reason why not, sir. No reason why not. I'm just watching this again. Mate, Geezer on the edge of the box in so much room. Is he onside? Okay, he's offside at the strike. Oh, but at the deflection, I think it's going to be offside. They're checking it now on VAR. I think the deflection might have seen him on. I need to see it again. He's definitely offside at the point of the first strike. Big moment this in the World Cup for Australia, because this could be a disaster. It's VAR and he is blown up. Don't know what's happening. We are waiting now, mate. This is nerve-wracking, and the goal is given. It is given as a goal. America celebrate. They are 2-0 up on the stroke of half-time in Seattle, Washington. Huge moment for them. Absolutely brilliant. And America are looking really good this World Cup. Really good. Yeah, they are really looking strong here. Just not good enough from Australia, though. Yeah. There's Balogun celebrating. He's having some tournament, you know. He scored twice in that first game, didn't he? Oh. Yeah. Okay, so it's deflected. Hang on. Yeah, it's deflected off an Australian. It's a goal. Definitely going to be a goal. It's off Sutar, isn't it? Yeah, he did well as well. Keeper's done. Mate, who's in goal? Who's the Australian goalkeeper? Blimey. Like, that Freeman just gets up above him very easily. Very easily. Mate, I've got to look at this goalkeeper. Beach, Aussie goalkeeper. Patrick Beach, and he plays for Melbourne City, Central Coast Mariners, Melbourne City, and Australia. Yeah, he's not going to be getting a big move. You know, at a World Cup like this, when you get like a certain player gets a massive move, it's not going to be him. Not going to be him. That much I can guarantee you. Absolute guarantee. Excellent from the Americans. They're doing very well, you know. Looking like a solid team here. Do you still think Chelsea will finish above United? Do you know what? J Life TV. I probably don't know. I think Manchester United are in a better position. I think Manchester United are a better proposition at the moment. But this is the beauty of the Premier League next year. It's completely unpredictable. It is completely and utterly wild. Like, Arsenal the favourites, Arsenal have the best manager, Arsenal have the longest serving manager, Arsenal have the only manager that's won the league in the Premier League. So I totally understand why for them it makes sense, right? Arsenal are the favourites, they should retain the league. After that, it could be anyone. You know, if Arsenal don't win it, you know, if they have a season like Liverpool had or a season like Chelsea had after we won it a few years back, you know, if you just press the self-destruct button and it doesn't go your way, if that happens to Arsenal, there's probably 5 teams that could win it. Could. And Manchester United would obviously be one of those and probably be the most likely. But Aston Villa would have to be considered. Andone Iraola at Liverpool, 100% considered. Xabi Alonso at Chelsea, 100% considered. Enzo Maresca at Man City, 100% considered. Arsenal are the favourites. Arsenal should win it. And Manchester United would be more favourable than Chelsea. But I think we're in with a shout if Arsenal don't win it. My prediction is that Arsenal just romp home. That's what I think will happen. But no, I think ultimately I am pretty sure I'm pretty sure that Arsenal will win it. But it could be anybody's. Interesting point. I know you're not a fan, but he's a top manager. Of Pochettino, yeah, Pochettino is a very good manager. Pochettino, why is everyone chatting to me about Ross Kemp? He is a very good manager, Pochettino. He's top 5 managers at the tournament. There's 48 managers at the tournament. 49 managers, actually. And he'd be top 5, no doubt. Another thing to know about Lumen Field, Seattle Stadium, not only was the stadium designed for the NFL and football, but it was designed to contain and funnel crowd noise down onto the field. Is that true? Because that's brilliant. That's what they needed to do in England, man. That's what they needed to do in England. They needed to make the acoustics right. Like, I don't know if you've ever been to Wembley Stadium. It's quite an impressive ground. It's big and whatever. But the acoustics are all wrong. It just doesn't work. It's so difficult to make a racket in there. Great super chat there from Fu Diddy. Thank you, mate. Thank you for the support as well. Ross Kemp would defend better than Australia, says D-Rock. What's going on? What is going on? Poll. Should we do a poll? Rory Jennings versus Ross Kemp. Mate, even I vote for Ross Kemp in that poll. I know Ross Kemp is better than me. Even, like, I obviously know that. It's impossible for me not to know that. Oh, what have I done here? Hang on a sec. Sorry, I was trying to send my wife a kiss on a text, and I've put it in the chat, which is an accident. She was telling me that she's going to bed. She's having an early night. I tried to say, like, good night, like, you know, really quick kiss, done, like, love you, bye, good night, and I've put it in the chat, which is annoying. I'm very sorry about that. Yeah, kiss. Thank you. Give me a kiss back. Yeah, thank you. Loads of X's in the chat. Smooch. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. This is the problem with the internet, isn't it? This is the problem. Yeah, I've got to get better. Got to get better at the old internet. Anyway, good night. Yeah, you're a loving bunch. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. We have a couple of minutes left here until half time. Oh, look, the lipstick in the chat. The old emoji. Ross Kemp would have got it right. Yeah, Ross Kemp on Gangs. She's gone up to watch Ross Kemp on Gangs. Yeah, that's what she's done. She's gone up to watch Ross Kemp on Gangs on her phone in bed. Definitely. Mark will send a kiss. Mark wouldn't send a kiss. I didn't send a kiss to you. I didn't. It doesn't matter, does it? Obviously, I've made a pig's ear of it. Obviously, I've made a mistake. That Harry Suter is just fouling. Like, they're getting it so wrong, Australia. Old Popovic is going to have his work cut out at half time. I guarantee you that. Good night, sweetie. This is a nightmare. This is a nightmare. Is that an original Lowry painting behind you? Thank you to Cal Kino for changing the chat and being a bit more cerebral, bringing a little bit more nous and understanding and intelligence to the chat rather than ridiculing me and my wife. What does that now say? You look a lot like my mate. No wonder we're so handsome. What? Don't at me. Don't use my at in orange. Because I saw that I had to read that. Don't make my at orange when you talk to me like that. What's that on about? We're talking about Lowry, man. We're talking about Lowry. Some bloke won £50 off Mark Goldbridge yesterday for getting the name of that painting correct. Come on. Okay, name the stadium. Go. Name the stadium. Mate. Oh, look, he's used my orange again. Stop using my orange. Sidosophy. It's called soccer, says Israel Herrera. It's not called soccer, mate. It's not. I don't know what soccer is. I genuinely don't. It's called White Hart Lane. No, it isn't. Someone hates me. Oh, it's vicious. Vicious. I can't even read that one out. It's too grim. It's half-time 2-0 USA, says Savage. You are absolutely right. Reasonable Enigma says, you were talking about big signings due to the Cup. Yan Diamonde, Liverpool bound for sure. Do you think somebody else will make a play? Yan Diamonde is a great example of the Karol Poborski. You know, the player that does really well at a tournament. El Hadj Diouf, Salif Jow. Like, players that do really well at a tournament. Yeah, sorry. So I've just seen that England are currently on course to play Portugal in the next round, as it stands. Why is that? I thought we were on course to play Mexico in Mexico City. What was I chatting about? I was chatting about Yan Diamonde, right? Yan Diamonde, I think it's... look, what he did in that first game. Like, he was a jewel in the crown in that fixture. He was the best player on the pitch by a mile. Absolute mile. And at 19 years old, like, the fact that he's been linked with Paris Saint-Germain, the fact that Luis Enrique is looking at him, thinking that he could help elevate that front line, is a massive statement. Like, massive. So the fact that Liverpool have already put in, or acknowledged that they are ready to put in £100 million bid, is a massive statement. Massive statement for Liverpool. That's the kind of signing that Liverpool should be making. Get Diamonde in to replace Salah. It's exactly what they should be doing. It is the perfect thing for them to be doing. Hey, we're on course to play Portugal. Didn't realise that. It will obviously change. But I don't want to play Portugal. Really don't want to play Portugal. What are you looking for Chelsea to do? Mate, do you know what we need to do? We need to sign experience. You know, players who have been there and done it. So, you know Lacroix at Palace. Lacroix is in the French side. Like, he's in the French squad. That's how good he is. He's won silverware, won European silverware, won the FA Cup, played in the Premier League for how many seasons now? That is the kind of player that Chelsea should sign. Sign Lacroix. Sign... maybe who else would be a good signing for Chelsea in that position? Murillo from Forest, Milenkovic, depending on the system that we're going to play. But sign somebody who's Premier League proven. Like, stop signing these kids. Stop signing David Datro Fofana. Stop signing David Washington. Stop signing Renato Vega. Stop signing Mark Yu. Stop signing Jamie Gittins. Stop signing children, effectively. Stop signing children and sign players that are proven. And we have a manager now that is excellent. So that's what I think we should do. Yo, chill. Okay, I'm chilled. I'm very chilled. How much more chilled can I be? Very relaxed. What's he on about? I'm talking about the players that we should sign. I'm saying that we should sign players with pedigree. Stop making my name orange. Sidosophy. Put the kettle on. I'm desperate for a cup of Rosie Lee. Desperate. No, I don't talk to Melissa Suffield. Why no Mark? Will he be here for Morocco? Yes, he will be here for Morocco. I don't know. I imagine. Who knows? Who knows the mystery of Mark Goldbridge? Who knows what he could? What do you reckon he's doing right now? If you had to put your money on it, what is Mark Goldbridge doing right now? Get this guy out of here, says the Spicy Jim. Mate, I agree. If I were you, I would be gutted as well. You signed up for Mark Goldbridge. And what have you got? You got this chump. But what can I do? What do you think? I shouldn't have asked this, should I? What is Mark Goldbridge doing now? I reckon it's a warm evening. I reckon him and his missus are frolicking. No, him and his missus have just gone for a walk, maybe stopped at a beer garden, and they'll be heading home in about 15-20 minutes because he will be doing the Morocco game. So that would be my guess. I think Mark is currently in a beer garden drinking. What do you reckon? What's his drink? Mark in a pub on an evening before he's working. Summer's evening. I know the answer to this. Mark Goldbridge is so Hendrix, don't you think? He's drinking, the cucumber gin? Definite. He's got one of those big bowls that, like the glasses that go like that. He's drinking Hendrix and Fever Tree Tonic. 100%. That is exactly what Mark Goldbridge is doing now. What do you reckon? He's in the pub with Ross Kemp. He's having a Guinness. He could definitely not having a Guinness, mate. It's about 1,000 degrees. He's 100% not having a Guinness. You can't drink Guinness in this. You cannot drink Guinness in this. Hang on, sorry. The lucky Mrs. J has just turned up with my charger. I've got all sorts of. Any chance of a cup of Rosie Lee? Please, thank you. I'll go for a sleep tea. Thank you. Victor, you've got to draw the curtain. Thank you. Sorry about that. I need a tea and my laptop's going to die. I've got all sorts going on here, mate. It's like Mission Control. You wouldn't believe what I'm doing. I don't know how Mark does it. It makes it look so simple. I've got all sorts going on. Don't know what way to turn. Okay, I'm going to have to leave you for a sec because I've got to crawl under the desk. Can you entertain yourselves? I can take the mic with me. I can keep chatting to you. But I'll be back in a minute. I've got to crawl though. See you in a minute. BRB. Sorry about that. Crisis averted. She gave me the charger and it was all tangled up, so I had to untangle it, and I annoyingly had to turn off my air conditioning, so I'm now going to boil. Nobody cares. Very sorry about that. Where is the Pratt? Sorry. Oh, so Mark, sorry mate. I had to had to get my charger on, and I had to crawl under the camera in order to get to it. And annoyingly, you'll have to take this up with the lucky Mrs. J. She was kind enough to bring me the charger, But then it was all tangled up. So I had to like spend some time under the desk untangling it. But I'll text you about this. I'm very sorry. Very unprofessional. Not maintaining the high standards that you would expect from That's Football. So forgive me. Back into the Super Chat row. Happy Hour Network has said, just joined. Thoughts on the USA after 1.5 games? I think they've been brilliant. Genuinely. I think they've been brilliant. I think they've been one of the teams of the tournament so far. And it's not that surprising. They're a very good team, but they have an excellent manager. At this level, they have an elite level manager. Like, I don't think Pochettino is elite when he's in the Premier League competing with like top European teams, top European outfits. But going into a World Cup where the managerial ability isn't quite so high, I think he's elite. There aren't 4 better managers at this tournament than Mauricio Pochettino. If you were just ranking managers, you probably go Ancelotti is the best manager at the tournament. Tuchel is the second best manager at the tournament. Maybe Nagelsmann, third best. De La Fuente, maybe. And then it's Pochettino, 100% Pochettino. So I think that the reason why America are so on it, so structured, so resilient, they know their jobs perfectly well. It's because of Pochettino. Like, Pochettino was Paris Saint-Germain manager, he was Chelsea manager, he was Tottenham manager. Like, he's been to a Champions League final. Like, and look, I don't like Pochettino, and I certainly don't look back on the Chelsea Pochettino era particularly fondly. But he did a very good job for us. He did a very good job for us. He was dealing with a terrible setup. He had abysmal owners above him. Like, the worst thing that's ever happened to Chelsea Football Club is this ownership, Blueco. He had to deal with them. And since he's left, you've suddenly realised quite how good a manager he is. So no, it isn't surprising. It isn't surprising to me at all that America are doing quite as well as they're doing. Christopher McKay has sent 5 That's Football gift memberships. Now that is a spirit that I like to see. That, my friend, is the spirit of That's Football. That, geezer, absolute respect for you. Have a cheeseburger and some barbecue and some freedom fries. EPL fixtures. EPL? Oh, you watched EPL? This is the World Cup. Yeah, mate, buzzing for the World Cup. I don't quite understand everything that I read, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Yeah, appreciate it hugely. I've lost the chat now. But yeah, there is absolutely no way that Mauricio Pochettino isn't one of the best managers at this tournament. We've been watching America versus Australia. America have been so good. They really have. They've got it so spot on. They have been the better team from start to finish of that half. It's going to be incredibly difficult now for Australia to get a foothold in the game. Their manager, Popovich, I have absolutely no idea what he's saying in that dressing room now. They're in Washington. They're at the home of the Sounders. They are now listening to the American fans seeing USA, like, they are feeling it. The stadium is vibrant. They're impassioned. They're really up for it. They're a tribal partisan support in that part of the world, and they are very, very understanding of European football culture. The lucky Mrs. J has just arrived. Thank you very much. Oh, boy. Thank you. So yeah, that's where we are. So no, it's in terms of like the best performances that we've seen in this World Cup, I think America are up there. You know, in terms of just like the most efficient, like dispatching Paraguay in the way that they did in the opening game, and then so we've seen them win 1.5 games. At no point has there ever been any jeopardy about the result in the games that they're part of. There has never been any jeopardy about who's gonna win, and I think it's important to acknowledge as well from a USA standpoint, they're doing it without Christian Pulisic. Now, you and I, particularly if you're Premier League football fans, you and I could have a debate about how good is Christian Pulisic. Where does he rank in the pantheon of great Premier League players? Not high. He's not a particularly good Premier League player, but he's undoubtedly the best ever American footballer, isn't he? Isn't he? He's better than Clint Dempsey, isn't he? Oh, Dempsey was good, you know. Is he better than Clint Dempsey? Probably. Better than Brian McBride? Definitely. Better than Landon Donovan? Yeah, definitely. Better than Alexi Lalas? Absolutely. Better than Kobe Jones? No doubt. Better than Casey Keller? 100%. Better than Tim Howard? Tim Howard's a good keeper, actually. Yeah, it's Tourette's. But he's a good keeper. I've got bad hay fever. You know that? Do you have hay fever? It's killing me. Absolute nightmare. Absolute nightmare. Where am I up to? Right, let me just get back into the chat. Don't want to miss any more super chats. I'm learning as we go here. The good doctor has noticed the London Calling album cover. Yes, sir. Absolutely. That is the London Calling album cover. And your name is the good doctor 1967. You've got to be a Celtic fan, right? You've got to be a Celtic fan. Gary Warren cannot wait for Scotland to lose. Yeah, do you know what? I'm kind of with you. Like you better than Mark. That's just not true. Israel Herrera, that's very kind of you. My YouTube is Rory Jennings. That's my name. But obviously that's incorrect. But it was a super chat and I've got to read it. That's how it works. Yeah, my YouTube is Rory Jennings. That's very, very kind message. Chelsea win the league, but you kid. Do you know what I was told about the Mark Goldbridge audience on That's Football? I was told that you are a cerebral bunch. I was told that you were the top tier. I was told that you were the educated, responsible, calm, interesting, and cerebral football connoisseurs. Would you snog Ross Kemp? The answer is no, by the way. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Why are we chatting about Ross? I don't understand why Ross Kemp is so involved. You missed 5 misgives. Okay. Christian Mackay has given 5 memberships, I'll say. Yeah, this is the problem. Honestly, I was under the impression... He looks good, Pochettino. I was under the impression that you lot were all the creme de la creme. You were the erudite, educated intelligentsia of the football YouTube space. What is going on? What is going on? Mark always complains about the 8 p.m. chat. What do they get? Oh, is this how it goes? Oh, is there a different approach? Fair enough. Maybe that's amazing that he has like a different level of audience throughout the day. The scale of that geezer's mad, isn't it? What he has built. You got to doff your cap, haven't you? It's unreal. Yeah, they're a feral bunch, says Vinny. Do you know what I watched last night? The Vinnie Jones documentary on Netflix. Very good, you know. Very good. And my favourite footballer to have ever lived. That's not quite true, but one of my favourite footballers to have ever lived. Dennis Wise features very heavily. Another super chat has landed. It's from Mario Desiati. That's a cool name, Mario Desiati. You know, when someone's called Mario Desiati, I think Rory Jennings. Come on, man. I could have been like something better than that, couldn't I? Beppe Di Matteo or something. I'd be well good at being something like that. What's your YouTube about? It's about football analysis. I'm not trying to be rude, just wanting to know, as you seem like a top bloke. It's all about football. I'll tell you what I'll do. I will say something in the chat and you can see it. I'll say, hello, it's Rory. Hello, it's Rory. You can click it and probably not subscribe. But it would be a joy if you did, because I'm dreaming of hitting 400,000 subscribers by the end of the World Cup. That is the totally arbitrary target that I've set myself. So see what you reckon. But yeah, the Vinnie Jones doc was good, really good. I thought Vinny was just an actor. No, he's a good footballer. He played for Chelsea. He played for us. He actually played. The first game I ever went to at Stamford Bridge, he played. How are the USA winning? Mate, they've been really good. Have you not been watching? Like, they've been far and away the better team. Oh, that geezer's coming on, that kid. You know, the kid from Watford? The kid from Watford who scored in the first game for Australia against Turkey. Oh, they're going for it. Okay, this could be a good half. This could be a good half. Buzzing for this now. Absolutely buzzing. Jennings could play a crackhead in Top Boy. Do you know I played a crackhead once? Do you know there's a film, honestly, it's one of my favourite ever jobs I did. Do you know the actor Riz Ahmed? Riz Ahmed, brilliant actor, right? Absolutely brilliant at everything he did. He did a film that I was in. I had a very small part in it, but I just played a crackhead. There's a film that Riz Ahmed does. It's called Shifty. And there's a scene in it. It's one of my favourite ever jobs. There's a scene in it. I'm literally in one or two scenes. But I played a little junkie. And Riz Ahmed like threatens me. What was my name? Otis, the drug addict. Yeah, that was me. Long time ago now, but yeah, opposite Riz Ahmed. Michelle says, love Riz Ahmed, amazing actor. Completely agree with you. Completely agree. Have you seen him in a film called Shifty? If you have, look out for Otis, the crackhead. Otis Bridge. Is that something that happens a lot on this channel? Does everything just become bridge? Ramon Limburger in the super chat says, you are better looking than Mark. Okay. What is your opinion about Andre Santos? I think Andre Santos... It's like the first bit wasn't necessary, was it? It was like, the super chat is, what's your opinion on Andre Santos? Andre Santos, very good player. He's the kind of player that we should play more often. I like him a lot. And if Enzo Fernandez leaves, I think Andre Santos could have a big season for us next year. We have to buy somebody serious. We have to buy somebody really serious to help in that position. But yeah, I think Andre Santos is the kind of player. It's the kind of player that I think could do very well for us next season. I like him a lot. Very good player. Why is this guy here? Why are you here? Get off of my screen. We all know what you did. Horrible opinion. Mate, you're going to have to narrow it down. That could be... What did I do? You're probably talking about the Haaland opinion, are you? Are you talking about the Haaland opinion? I love The Sound of Music. I love Oliver the musical. What do Chelsea fans think about Garnacho? I mean, I can't talk for Chelsea fans thinking about Garnacho, but I can tell you how I feel about Garnacho, and I hate him. I hate him with every fibre of my being. He is a stain upon the Chelsea crest, and I wish that he wasn't at our club, and I hope he never plays for us ever again. So that is how I feel about him. Liam White says, taking nothing away from the USA, but Australia have been shocking. How on earth did they beat Turkey? I don't know, mate. I don't know. Because I completely agree. I do completely agree with you. Mate, I don't really know what to say. I completely agree with you. Australia have been really poor. Like, I know they're not a good side. I went to an Australia game in Qatar. When Australia played Argentina, I went to the game and they were not good. Like, they weren't good there. Argentina weren't great either in the game, but it was always easy for Argentina to win. Like, they made hard work of it, but they were never ever in doubt. There were never any jeopardy around the result. They just weren't good enough, Australia. And it's weird because as a nation, Australians, like, they're good, aren't they? Like, Australians are good at sport. You know, you think about their contribution to sport over the years. Probably the best spin bowler of all time. Like, the GOAT of spin bowling is Australian. The swimming GOAT is Australian. Like, they have real impact on sport. And at football level, they just don't get it right. I'm trying to think, who's the standout player that they've ever produced? Is it Harry Kewell? Oh, Mark Viduka, he's brilliant. Mark Viduka's a brilliant player. Viduka, Kewell was all right. Viduka's good. I'm trying to think. It's not... Considering what they do in sport, it's, it is what it is. That's nice. It is what it is. But yeah, I'm, Tim Cahill. Yeah. Super chat from Israel Herrera says, Mark does a great job with his substitute. Sorry, it's moving fast. With substitutes for his channel's brother. I genuinely mean it. Much love from Dallas, Texas. Wow. Yeah, our stadiums are better. Yo, mate, you're from Dallas. Do you know, one day my dream is to go to Dallas and sing the Dallas theme tune from the show that my mum used to watch when I was a kid. And obviously play some poker there. Brilliant poker rooms. And obviously go and see a bit of sport. Go to a rodeo. Oh, do you know what, actually? Do you know that rodeo? Do you know where the cowboys come out, right? Do you know, I think, honestly, this is going to sound like a joke, but I'm being really serious here. You know when you think about the sport that you'd be the best at in the world? Do you know what I honestly think I would just be? If I was given the opportunity to be a cowboy when I was young, I'd be a professional. There's literally nothing that I couldn't do on the back of a cow. Like, I would have... I've got the low centre of gravity. I would... With ease. You know when they did a bucking bronco at the fair? I never fell off. Never. Like, the guy was just like, oh, mate, get off. You're too good at this. That's how good I was. And I've seen, like, a lot of my mates are England fans. They've been out in Texas. They went to a rodeo. I was heartbroken. They went to a rodeo and, mate, I was watching this cowboy and it was his job and I was like, I'll be better than him, and I've never done it. 100%. Like, you know, I play football all the time. Like, I still play all the time. And I'm no good. Like, I play a lot, and at my level, I'm fine. But I was never, ever going to be a professional. Never. Not. I didn't have trials. I was never seen. I was never, ever good enough. Never. I was like, in my university second team, that's it. I'd be a professional cowboy. Seriously. I could probably take it up now. Oh, America are in. America, what are you dilly-dallying for, man? What are you doing? You threw on goal. Balogun, you're on fire this tournament as well. Scored 2 goals in the first game. He's forced an own goal after about 10 seconds in this game. He's through on goals. Great pass, times the run, arcs the run in his own half. I don't know what he's waited for. It's a really good recovery tackle, to be fair. Really good recovery tackle. But Balogun needs to be a bit more cutthroat. When you get those opportunities, look, against Australia, it's not going to matter. But if Florin Balogun is going to be like serious this World Cup, you know, goals against serious teams, those kind of opportunities, you need to be putting them away. You just simply need to be putting them away. Great fans in the USA, and what a team, baby. Yeah, mate, you do have great fans. You do it your own way. And you are a good side, and you have an excellent manager at this level. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. What is going on with all this? Mate, you lot are insane. As an American, I never expected this kind of atmosphere from the American fans. I think there are certain cities where it's possible. Look, you'll know more about this than me. But from my very uneducated, it's all America again. It's Balogun in the box again. Australia just can't work it out. They just don't have an answer. It's another corner. It's another corner. Mate, this is probably, you know, apart from the drubbings, you know where, I don't know, like, apart from when Germany played or whatever, when the disparity between the teams was so big, this is the most one-sided game. Like, Australia have offered nothing. Nothing. It's another corner. You know those people that love gambling, right? They bet on, like, corners and that. This is, mate, you bet on 30 corners or something nuts. This is just unbelievably dominant from America. That shot of the stadium there where it shoots up and you can see, like, the chunks of stadium. It really does look beautiful. Really does. I'd like to go to Seattle. I would. Dr. Fraser Crane. Niles Crane. Ros Doyle is producer. Yeah, it'd be good. It'd be good. How scary are kangaroos? Yeah, mate. You'd be... If a kangaroo... If I was walking down Kilburn High Road and a kangaroo was walking up the road, I'm crossing over, mate. I'm out of there. Never, ever mess with a kangaroo. Who's that? Beyonce? Is it? I think Beyonce's at the game. Do you know my favourite kind of people are people who moan about... Is that Beyonce? I don't know. Maybe it is. There's 2 other people at the game as well. I don't know who either of these 2 people are. Are they famous? Maybe they're just people. No idea. No idea. Anyway. Sleepless in Seattle. That was a film. Meg Ryan back in the day, mate. Yeah. Yeah, that was a good film. But yeah, my favourite kind of people. You know when they show you that and they like show you I don't know, a picture of some like A-list celebrity. People go, how do they get tickets and not the real fans? And you're like, mate, don't worry about it. They're not after your tickets. Like when Beyonce here gets given a ticket, that was never going to be your ticket. Like, this isn't an example of celebrity culture ruining the atmosphere in football. That ticket was never, ever going to be on sale for you. Like, if she doesn't take it, it's never going to be ours. So don't worry about those tickets. Software update. Update to Mac OS Tahoe. I can't do that now. I'm a bit busy. I'm a little bit busy, mate. Miss my super chat. Can you rap a whole track without missing a word? Yeah, of course I can, mate. There is. I could definitely. What rap could I do? Mate, I think I've got a great. I reckon any Eminem lyric from the first 2 albums, I know the entire thing. Like whatever song. Like say, pick any song of Eminem from that era, and I guarantee I know the whole song. Criminal. I know the whole song. I know every single word. How many records you're expected to sell after your second LP sends you directly to jail? Relax, guys. I like amen. Right, Ken? Give me an amen. Amen. Please, Lord, this boy needs Jesus. Heal this child. Help us destroy these demons. And please send me a brand new car and up. I can't say any more. I should have gone for somebody else. What else could I do? I reckon I could do the whole of the rap in just 'cause she dances go, it don't make her a who no. Tabletop pleaser, give me what I need. Know that one? MasterCard or Visa, lap dance, fantasy, picture us in an old white canopy. Wyclef extended his hand to me. Amityville. What, mentally ill from Amityville? Accidentally. See, I can't do it. This is the problem. You can't do it. You can't do it because it just doesn't work. Wyclef, yeah, I could do a lot of Wyclef. Yeah, Regulate, Warren G, definitely do. Rap God, it's more recent for me, that. Impossible. Yeah, you're going to get a copyright strike because I'm so good. It sounds like the real thing. Brain Damage, that's an absolute brilliant song. Ever since the day I was born. You can't even say the next word. That's the problem. That was an absolute banger. You are right. Yeah, that. And now it's my fault. I never meant to give you mushrooms, girl. I never meant to bring you to my world. What was the first song on that album? It's actually brilliant, wasn't it? I said, you don't wanna fuck with Rory, 'cause Rory. No, you can't. See, this is the problem. I can't prove it to you, but honestly, I could do it, but I just can't prove it to you. Really enjoying Rory's broadcast as a change of pace. The American broadcasters are a pain to listen to. I feel sorry for you. You're very kind, Andy Frost, but you're now having to listen to me rap. Yeah, I'm sorry. Like nobody deserves that. Why are you torturing us? Yeah, I'm sorry. I know. I got carried away. Totally got carried away. Who'd win in a Ross? It's a crazy person to be discussing as much as I've discussed Ross Kemp probably 1,000 times more in the last hour than I have in my entire life combined. Like the cumulative chat of Ross Kemp in my Australia in the box, you won't believe it. And he's won a corner. Fair play. He's won a corner. I reckon you're in the Blazing squad. I was not. Crossroads, Tuna. Right. If Australia could nick a goal, it would be a heist. It would be so unjust. It would be so against the run of play. But it would be good for the final 30 minutes of this game. It would be good. They don't deserve it though. Who would you rather have up front for Chelsea? What? Anyone? 8 Mile End. Do your best Sean Dyche. No, I'm not doing Sean Dyche. Did I just see D12 mentioned? Oh, there's cramp. It's all going on. Right, where am I to? I'm not doing a Sean Dyche impression, obviously. The chat is great. Do you know what I must say? Look, I'm on That's Football. It's an honour to be here, and I want to just quickly, while we're on some sort of advert break, say thank you so much for tuning in. I must compliment you. Like, obviously, I go live on my own channel, and the vibrancy of your chat here, the amount of comments and stuff, is really, really brilliant. So yeah, congratulations to you all. Probably a little bit too much Ross Kemp chat. I mean, if we're being really honest, a little bit too much D12 chat. But D12 aside, I think that we've been good. I think that we've been very good, and I've loved it. Look, lots of Australians there, expectant in the sunshine, in Seattle. But yeah, I mean, Australia need to get something now. They really do need. They need something. They need something now, because I mean they've just been battered, haven't they? Where are we now? Still more D12 chat. Who's D12? Says Vince. D12 are these people. So I get on stage, right? Drop the mic. Walk up to these hot chicks, and I'm all like, "What's up, lady? My name is Slim Shady. I'm the lead singer of D12, baby." Oh my God, it's him. Becky, oh my freaking God, it's Eminem. Who is D12? No way, that's a question. Yeah. You and Mark live together would be a great combo. I honestly don't know if Mark will ever let me come back now that I'm rapping D12. Do you know there's one problem here for America? One problem. Oh my God. Australia are in behind, and that is the first time I've said this all day. He has to make it count. He's got a chance. Oh, he's blazed it straight over there. Rubbish. You just can't miss a chance like that. When you're so under the cosh, you end up in the box, you're 6 yards out, you have the opportunity to work the keeper. Volpato has just blazed it straight over from, 8-9 yards. Volpato, mate. I mean, mate. Like, you just can't miss that. Just massively not good enough. It's the kid who's at Watford, does really well. He scored in the first game against Turkey. He does so well, cuts it back. Mate, is he fouled? Is he fouled? No, not quite. Volpato just blazes it over the bar. If he gets his knee over the ball there, hits the Popovic, the manager, has gone spare. Because he knows he has to take that chance. Has to take that chance. If he takes that chance, it could be a completely different game. Completely different game. Suddenly, they'd be in a situation where there's the score's 2-1. The American crowd would start getting nervy. The American players might start getting nervy. And then they're on the back foot. You're asking all the questions. You're giving them something to worry about. It's the first time they've been in, even within a remote chance of hitting the back of the net. Yeah, really, really poor. Really poor there. It's a shame. Like, I think America, he's good this. Iranuda. The boy at Watford, man, he's a good player. And apparently Fulham are going to sign him. Fulham ready to spend 30 million quid on him. Good player. Very good. These chicks don't even know the name of my band. I want to hear Guy Mowbray drop some Wu-Tang. See, they won't. What you won't get, that's why, like, however good Gary Lineker is, what he won't do is just drop some Tony Braxton, straight up. What he will not do is rap the rap from TLC Waterfalls. Let me give you something to think about. He won't do that. And most people would say for the better. Australia are on the attack here again. Sidosophy has used my... Okay, you know what? I'm going to play along. I'll give you it. There it is. That's aimed at my wife in the chat, not you. That's for my wife. That there, right there, it's not for you. It's for my wife. Could I ask you, please, could you like the stream? Do you know why? It's very quantifiable for me. I can basically go to Mark and go, look, Mark, you let me hold the reins. Some people watched. A couple of people didn't hate me. And it had this amount of likes. Could you like the stream? Could we get that to 2,000 likes? That's 500. Come on, that feels very doable. Very doable. Surely it is possible. Yeah, come on, we can surely do that. If you rap more, I like it. Yeah, mate. You don't need to twist my arm you don't need to twist my arm to rap. You can do it easy. Do you prefer the rap or do you prefer the 90s R&B classics? Should we talk more about Foxy Brown? What are Jodeci doing right now? Do you think Jodeci are watching the football? Yeah, probably. Is Chili from TLC currently watching America? Is Salt from Salt and Pepper currently watching this? Probably. Do you remember Crisscross? The fellas that sung Jump used to wear their clothes backwards. Don't try to compare us to another mad little fad. I'm the Mac and I'm back. Give you something that you never had. I'll make you jump, jump, wiggle and shake your rump. Didn't think I know that one, huh? Do you think they're watching it? Do you remember they were two kids? They used to like wear their clothes backwards. That was an amazing, amazing time. Fashion, proper fashion. We want some New Order. Oh, mate, there's always room in my life for New Order. New Order Crystal. Crystal, that has got to be the best New Order song of all time. Take back your Ronaldo take. Mate, do you think I could win that? Do you think I could win that bet? So I've had a bet that Cristiano Ronaldo won't score a single goal at this World Cup. Can I win that bet? He didn't score in the last one. Crisscross, one of them, never. That's terrible. That's terrible. That is sad times. Can you do Morocco versus Scotland? No. Why do you keep putting my name in orange? I know you're talking to me because I'm the only one here. Drinking tea is the best. Okay, that is the quote of the night. That, Eruditus 84. Look how much we love tea. I'm double bagging. I'm double dropping. I'm double dropping in fabric. The double. We've gone for the double, the Michael double. That's how much we love the tea. We have gone for the Michael double. You're right. You cannot go wrong. Listen, Ciders Officer and Kush, don't get too cocky because I can ban you. Remember, Mark Goldbridge, rather foolishly, more fool him, has given me the reins to this channel. I'm the captain now. I could just ban you for life. So don't get too cocky. By the way, did you see the clip? There was a clip that went up from Mark's channels, from That's Football, about me sort of moaning about the fixture that I got. It was obviously tongue-in-cheek. So many people were commenting, going, "You're so ungrateful." I was like, mate, obviously I know that. Did you see it? I nearly replied, and then I just thought, no. I made like a policy that I'm just never ever going to reply to things. It's just never worth it. Any chance of a cuppa for the chat, mate? You're always welcome. A cup of tea. True Faith, absolutely brilliant. Great video. You know, at the beginning when they're slapping the faces. I used to think that the day would never come. Mate, this has gone mad. This has gone mad music, hasn't it? Mad music, chat. Love it. I actually like that you're into old school hip hop. Yeah, mate. Anything. It's not only that. It's like that timeless '90s R&B. Anything of that era. But obviously, we're just talking about New Order as well. I'd also know, like I said, I knew every word to that Eminem first album. I would know every word to the Stone Roses first album. Or the Smiths' first album. Just like music, really. It was the weirdest thing I think I've ever seen. I think it was Michael Owen. Did you ever see Michael Owen talking about music? His lack of love for music. It was the most baffling thing that I think I have ever witnessed in my entire life. Contest says, why are you doing this game? I mean, I'm quite enjoying it. I like talking about football. Kind of about... I don't know, really. That's basically all I got. I enjoy watching football. The channel is called That's Football. Mark was kind enough to offer it to me. That's the sort of hat trick that I've got. That's it. Was it Paul Scholes' no music? I mean, I love Paul Scholes. I love Paul Scholes as a player. I love him as a pundit. I genuinely do. But the lack of music... Yeah, it was Scholes, wasn't it? Because he just kept saying that he listens to Talksport. That's what he said. And you're like, mate, you must enjoy music at some point in your life. Like there even, you know, if you say I don't like music, what did Michael Owen say? Michael Owen doesn't watch films. That's it. Michael Owen doesn't watch films. And you're like, Michael, there must be a point in your life at some point during the day that can be an opportunity. There must be, where the film is the right option. And no. Do you know I met Michael Owen once and I was so upset. He is the only person that I've ever met. Like, I'll be totally honest with you, right? When I was a kid, I loved Michael Owen so much. Like, he didn't play for my team. But do you know when he did what he did in when we were playing in Saint Etienne, the goal against Argentina. That goal against Argentina, France 98 in Saint Etienne, it was just like unbelievable. I went to Saint Etienne. England played there in 2016 against Slovakia. We drew 0-0. Jack Wilshere played well. I was at the game and I was in the stadium. And while I was stood in the stadium, all I kept thinking was, that spot right there is where Michael Owen did that. So I was in France in 2016 thinking that about Michael Owen, right? A decade or so later, 8 years later, so yeah, a year or two ago, I was on holiday and I saw Michael Owen. And I was so starstruck. And I went up to the bar and he was there. And I was just like, oh my God, I can't believe it. I couldn't help but talk. And I know he's on holiday and I know a lot of you will now be saying, he has no right, you have no right to approach him. He has no sort of God-given right to have to talk to me. And you're completely correct. But I really loved him when I was a kid. So I kind of just like tried to say something and just like, look, mate, you real icon. Did not want to know. Like, honestly, quite rude, a bit gutted. I was like, oh, that's a shame, isn't it? Anyway, went out for dinner that night. You won't believe this. I went out for dinner that night. Ryan Giggs was sat there. I saw Ryan Giggs. Ryan Giggs, like, at the time, Ian Wright, Ryan Giggs were like my two favourite footballers that didn't play for my club. Like, my favourite footballers were players like Dennis Wise, John Spencer. You're going to have to be relatively old to appreciate what I'm saying here, right? John Spencer, Gavin Peacock, Dennis Wise, they were my guys. Absolutely loved. Mark Steen, a fellow called Mark Steen was from Kilburn, where I'm from, and he played for Chelsea up front. That was my guys. But my favourite non-Chelsea guys, Ian Wright, Ryan Giggs. Anyway, Michael Owen has been quite rude to me. I've gone out. An hour later, Ryan Giggs is there. I've gone to my house. I was like, oh my God, Ryan Giggs. Again, I had to say something. So sound. So nice. Like, he was kind enough to have a picture with my kid. Like, Ryan Giggs has won 13 league titles. Like, I just couldn't believe how sound he was to me on that occasion. But yeah, I was heartbroken about Michael Owen. Heartbroken. Mine is Rooney as well. Shivendra Rooney, absolutely. I met with Rooney and he was so sound. Do you know what was amazing about Rooney? I don't know if you've ever had a moment like this in your life, right? This was the amazing thing. I'm looking at Wayne Rooney and he was with Jamie Carragher. And I kind of half know Jamie in my... Sorry, I don't. Me and Jamie aren't pals, right? On a very superficial level, I have a friendship. On the most superficial level, I have a friendship with Jamie Carragher. He's been kind enough to come on my channel before, and I do the overlap with him. So I've done the overlap now for like 2.5 years. So I have a friendship, right? In the most loose term, but I think he's a great guy, really sound. Rooney was with Carragher, so I was like, oh, I could maybe like piggyback off Carragher and get introduced and hopefully have a photo or whatever. Guess what happened? It was the best moment of my life. I'm kind of loitering, looking awkward. Like, I look awkward at the best of times, right? But I'm looking even more awkward because I'm like, oh my God, wearing a suit that's ill-fitting because I've got a bit fat. And I'm standing there like waiting to try and talk to Wayne Rooney. Guess what he did? He went like this. He's like, mate, he knew me. He said something about me. And I was just like, oh my God, he knows who I am. I was like, this is unbelievable. I was like, any chance of a picture? The picture, mate, I'm like this. It's like an unbelievable photo that I put. Hang on, can I find it? Oh, I can't bother. I'll show it to you, but I can't. I'm never going to be able to find that in time. Just completely starstruck, and he was lovely as well. But yeah, mate, Rooney was the one. Owen or Rooney a better player as a teenager? Strictly as a teenager. Strictly. Wayne Rooney's 10 times a player of Owen overall. Wayne Rooney 10 times a player. But to answer this question strictly as a teenager, the answer is Michael Owen. Michael Owen as a teenager, we've never seen anything like it. Honestly, I've never seen anything like it. It was the closest thing to Beatlemania in the country. Like, I was a kid at the time, right? All the girls at my school who aren't football fans, they all had like Michael Owen pencil cases and that. It was unbelievable. It was like a complete takeover. As a teenager, Michael Owen, didn't he win the Golden Boot twice as a teenager? As a teenager, it's definitely that. Owen or Rooney, better teenager? Have a laugh. I honestly believe that as a teenager, strictly answering this through the lens of as a teenager, not as an overall player, Rooney, much better player. As a kid, Rooney was better. As a kid, Owen was better. As a teenager, Owen was better. He won the Golden Boot twice as a teenager. Like, you can't argue it, mate. He's scoring goals for Liverpool as well. Like, I mean, I'm not belittling what Wayne Rooney did as a teenager, obviously, but Liverpool in the 90s were a brilliant side. They could have won the league, that team. Like, he was getting in a team where Robbie Fowler was at the club, Stan Collymore was at the club. I think Ian Rush was still at the club. Oh, mate, as a kid, it was Rooney. As a kid, it was Rooney. Where am I up to? Where am I up to? Start a podcast. Says, it's the same bloke. Stop doing that orange stuff. Oh, where am I? Owen won the Ballon d'Or in 2001. Yeah, mate. I think. Do you know players who we're weird about people's legacy now. Like, do you know a player that I think just gets massively overlooked in terms of legacy? Alan Shearer. Like, I think that, you know, when we do our like best ever Premier League forwards, we kind of go, Australia in the box here. Australia in the box. Oh, that could have been a big 15 minutes. If they nick one now, America need to just be a little bit careful because they have been so dominant. They have been the better team by a mile. They need to now just make sure that they look after it. Super chat, and it is from Mish SWB, and I know love will be right here. Rename the channel Rory's Golden Gate Bridge. Okay, I could do that. I've got access. I could just do whatever I want. You know that. Power has gone to my head. I'm power hungry. I could just do it. Rory's Golden Gate Bridge. What? Me and Mark Goldbridge. It's sort of me and Mark. It's like a homage to San Francisco. That's right, isn't it? Andy Hines. Do you think Ireland will get to the next World Cup? I hope so, mate. I hope so. My dad's Irish. I'm English and I kind of support England. Well, I do support England. But I have a soft spot for Ireland. My dad's from Kerry. So I have a soft spot for Ireland. All the girls in my school love Beckham. Yeah, mine too. I'm power drunk. That's right. I'm power drunk. 2 tea bags, bro. No diggity. This game is kind of petering out. Not enough is going on. It's been fairly stale. Obviously, America are still on top. They've had it. They haven't really had to get out of fourth gear, third gear even. But you know, since that Irankunda, the fellow at Watford, came on, there has been more of a threat from Australia. But they've made a bit of a mess of it, Australia, really, because they didn't need to play this sort of weakened team that they're doing. It's a very odd way of doing it. Australia now just need to hope. They just need to hope that Turkey and Paraguay draw. If Turkey and Paraguay draw, Australia is still fine, because then Australia just need to beat Paraguay to go through second. And this will mean this result means that the USA. It actually means that the USA will qualify top of the group. If it stays like this, it means that the USA will qualify top of the group, no matter what. Yeah, it does. I think. No. Yeah, right. What am I doing? Okay, Australia have an opportunity in front of where their fans are housed. Can they nick a goal in front of their travelling support? Can they do it? I think there is a chance, and it will be a phenomenal. It will be a phenomenal way to go. Oh, you're useless. They're just useless. I'm not going to even pretend that they are capable anymore. I'm just not going to do that. I'm not even going to pretend that they are capable of getting something out of this game, because the reality is they're not. They're just not. They are just not capable. Pointless. Pointless, useless. Mate, you're not even, like, the geezer who's gone in for that header, he's a foot taller. That's Suter. He's a foot taller and he's not won the header. Like, mate, what are you doing? America's kit, very jazzy, isn't it? Very jazzy, like the number in the middle, and there's a lot going on. There is a lot going on. Do you know what it's a bit like? It's a bit like a stick of rock. You know, like a candy cane. A candy cane. You know that thing that you get at Christmas? You hang it on your tree. It's a little bit like that, isn't it? Their kit. It's like a homage to a candy cane. It's a very festive kit. If this was a Winter World Cup like in Qatar, it would be great. That end behind the goal just looks amazing. It's kind of pyramid, isn't it? It kind of goes into a isosceles triangle. Amazing. Anthony Robinson's off. Good player, eh? Very good player. Right, who's done that in the chat now? What idiot has done that? Who starts talking about CFC LDN? Who started talking about CFC LDN? I have told you, that is completely unacceptable. Do not bring that up. I do not want to hear about that. That ownership at Chelsea are the worst thing to have ever happened to Chelsea Football Club. They will not ever be acknowledged as CFC LDN. They are trying to erode the history of the club. They are trying to gradually change the name of the club. And they can't do that without the support of the pitch owners like myself. But what they are doing is they are trying to make the brand not called Chelsea anymore so that they can move out of Stamford Bridge. That is why all the literature at Stamford Bridge no longer says Chelsea. On the front of the programme, it no longer says Chelsea. CFC LDN. Do not buy into this. We are the resistance. We will stand true. Right, you're getting banned. Purple Burglar, banned. You'll never be able to comment on this channel again. Dana White, you're banned. You will never be able to comment on this channel again. Cole Thompson, you are banned. You will never be able to comment on this channel again. Uraga, you are banned. You will never be able to comment on this channel ever again. Jacob Lexicon, you're banned. You will never be able to comment on this channel again. Bad luck. You are now all history. You are history to the great That's Football channel. You will never ever be able to comment again. I've banned you all for life. Goodbye. Goodbye. You're all done. Adam Tricker, you are dead to me. You are banned for life. Up the R's. No QPR. No QPR chat on this channel. You are banned. This is Cush. You're out of here. Power is going to my head. Yeah, it is going to my head. Stop using my name in orange. Yeah, you're banned. You're out of here. You're banned. Anyone who comes giving it the big one, you're out of here. You can't ban a Chelsea fan. Okay, that's a very good reference. Do you know what's annoying? McFadden Maffo he said you can't ban a CFC LDN fan. There is a very famous image of Chelsea fans. Chelsea fans when our support didn't behave as well as we should. I think we played at Derby County away, the old stadium, the baseball ground, and they banned our fans. They said absolutely no travelling support. We weren't allowed any fans at the stadium. Kerry Dixon scores for us, and like the whole behind the goal starts celebrating, and there's a banner that says you'll never ban a Chelsea fan. Very good reference. Very, very clever reference. You're not banned from that. George Cruz has said ban me. Okay, I will. You're banned. You'll never ever comment on this channel again. Jacob Lexicon, you're gone. You're out of here. CFC LDN, Jost Gaming, mate. You're. This is it. You're finished. Why would you do this to yourselves? Why would you do this to yourself? Right, I'm gonna ban you all. You're right. You're banned. You know how Alan Sugar has his thing where you go, you're fired. My thing is you're banned. I'll just ban you, mate. I could like. How many subscribers Mark got? 1 million. That's mental, innit? 1 million. Let's call him William, and he's gonna make 1 million. He's got 1 million subscribers and 48. I could just start banning people, and like they'll never ever. That number would start dropping. But this is the problem, mate. He made me the captain of the ship. We are in the 84th minute. It is looking very, very good for the US of A. Don't make my name orange like that. And all my life, there's panic in America. Ban Jordan Henderson. I would like to. Didn't you find it annoying? How annoying was it when basically everyone went, Jordan Henderson shouldn't be in the squad. Then all of a sudden, Morgan Rogers and Jude Bellingham do a bit of PR and everyone goes, yeah, fair enough, they can be in the squad. You're like, wait, what? What do you mean? What do you mean? Like, you didn't think he should be in the squad, and then Jude Bellingham went, yeah, he should be because he's funny. He's funny, is he, Jordan Henderson? Is he funny? I'll tell you what's funny. If he's in the squad, was he funny in 2018? Was it funny in 2018 when he kept giving the ball away against Croatia? Knock, knock. Who's there? Mandzukic 2-1 because of Jordan Henderson. Yeah. Was he funny then? That's quite funny. Knock, knock. Who's there? Mandzukic 2-1. If we're going to pick players for being funny, what about that? Mandzukic. What about that, Jordan Henderson? What's your next watch-along? I do have one in the diary. I forget what it is, though. This guy is hilarious. Yeah, mate, that was funny, huh? Knock, knock. Who's there? Mandzukic 2-1. Because of you, Henderson. Mate, I'm not answering anyone that does that. Dynamic. You're not. It's over for you. Why are you writing my name in the chat? Who's done that? Clyde. Bonnie and Clyde. Me and my daughter. Just the two of us. See, we can make it work. Which tea would Chelsea be? We would be a Malfeng green tea. Precise. Slightly bitter. Not loved by everyone. But to those of us that love it, we love it. We drink it every day. Every day starts with a Malfeng green from me. Every night ends with a double dropped organic bio nighttime pucker. Now that is living. Throughout the day, some normal tea, a little bit of Red Bush. You know, who knows? Who knows? This guy's the worst host, says Darth Vader. Yeah, mate, I agree. I hate him. If it's any consolation to you, Darth Vader, I'm full of regret and self-loathing. So however much you hate me, I promise you it's shared, mutual. And yeah. For real, did I get banned? Yeah, you're gone, mate. Your history. Free Fremster says, hi, mate. If what you said about CFC thing is true, you have my total support. I'm a Liverpool fan, and if any owner tried that at Anfield, it would be... No, do you know, it's completely true. And Liverpool are phenomenal at that. Liverpool's support are phenomenal. What the Spirit of Shankly do... Do you know Robbo Heighton, he's called on social media from the Spirit of Shankly, who does a lot of the overlap shows. It's amazing. Liverpool's power of support. Manchester United have done it in the past. Like, we did really well around the Super League, but we aren't mobile enough. We aren't active enough. Liverpool are phenomenal. Liverpool did the best protest ever. Do you remember a couple of years ago? Well, probably about a decade now. That Werner and Hicks. No, was it Werner and Hicks? Yeah, Werner and Hicks and Gillette. They were trying to put ticket prices up to 77 quid or something like that. Liverpool were winning a game 2-0. On the 77th minute, the Spirit of Shankly organised a walkout, and it was adopted by thousands and thousands of Liverpool fans. The score is 2-0 in the 76th minute. In the 77th minute, Liverpool stage a walkout. And it's brilliant. And every devoted Liverpool fan should have walked out. Every devoted Liverpool fan should have backed the walkout. Any Liverpool fan that stayed in was a scab. They walk out. Guess what the score finished? 2-2. If that doesn't tell you the power of fans, if that doesn't tell you that football fans directly have an impact on the result of the game, any American fan that is in this stadium today, the reason that the score is 2-0 is... Of course, because of the brilliance of Balogun and Pochettino got his tactics right, but it's because of you. It's because you were there. It's because you made your voices heard. Fans contribute. Any Liverpool fan that left the stadium that day helped. Any Liverpool fan that was on social media fighting for the cause, donating to the Spirit of Shankly, making sure that these owners can't just do what they want. That is what is so needed. Fans own football clubs. Owners are just custodians. And it's so important, man. Buddy is yapping. Yeah, fair enough. I do yap. What is Red Bush? Yeah, Rubus. Yeah, Rubus. Southern Fairy. Man, that was a great... That was so lock stock, that, wasn't it? These Southern Fairies. Brilliant. Gillette and Hicks, yeah. Yeah, Gillette and Hicks. No, that better be Yorkshire tea, mate. It's if I'm drinking that tea, I don't mind Yorkshire, but I go Barry's. I like a Barry's, mate. When my dad goes to Ireland, he'll always bring me back a box of Barry's. Moheb says, Moheb Yahia. Speaking facts. Very kind. Very kind. Yeah, second... Oh, it's that guy again. Second half has been a ball fest, though. You've spoken sense. First time today. Loved you in Doctor Who. That's very kind of you, mate. Thank you. Long time ago now. Mate, I can't do a Jamie impression. I can only do one impression, and I can just do like a generic Scouse accent, and I don't even think I do it well. But that's all I can do. Just standard. Not tea. Mate, don't get me wrong. I'm drinking tea all day long, but there's always every day mouthing at the beginning. The first drink, second drink is an espresso, and then after I eat, I have an espresso. Yo, bro, I don't know who you are. And I feel bad for saying it. Oh, mate, don't worry. It's a joke. Mate, don't be silly. That's very kind of you to apologise, Darth Vader. That's really, really kind of you. But don't be silly. You don't ever have to apologise. The back and forth and the opinion and that's all part of it. Very, very kind of you to apologise. But obviously, I'm not going to take it to heart. You're very, very sweet and sincere to apologise, though, mate. Thank you. Very much. Is that Mark Goldbridge? Hang on a sec. Where'd it go? Was Rory in Doctor Who? Yes, I was. As well, you know, surely. People always love to mock me for that. Lee Berman. I enjoy Rory's energy. You're very kind. You are very kind. I'm dizzy from tea. D to I to Z, Z to E to E. Straight from the LDN. This game has petered out into nothing. But I must say, thank you, all of you, for your company this evening. It's been incredibly, incredibly fun for me, and I appreciate you having me. We could have done with America just like putting Australia to the sword, but they might be about to. They're in the box here. Square, brilliant. Oh, brilliant work. Mate, they're good. They're good, America. Australia have been abysmal. But this isn't a 2-0 game. This is more of a 4-0 game. They just haven't taken their chances and they haven't made the most of it. Nice, incisive football here from America. We have three minutes left. Rory's chat has been more interesting than the game. I mean, you lot has been far more interesting than the game. Certainly in the second half. It started well, the game. That was a good thing. It started well. But the thing is, there was no jeopardy. America are just so much better. And it's important to acknowledge, right? They're so much better without their best player. Like, Christian Pulisic is Captain America. He is the capo di tutti capo of this team. And they've just battered Australia. They are now going to go through top of the group no matter what without him. You wouldn't want to play America in the next round. You would not want to play them. They're the home team. They've got a good manager. You really wouldn't want to play them. The ref's got cramp, man. Get up. Get up. Mate, we're not pausing the game for a ref. Look at this guy. Get up. Nah. No. I'm not watching this. Just play on. Play on. Absolutely ridiculous. You're not fit to referee. Yeah, literally, you're not fit to referee. Oh. Panic in America. Is it killing you to acknowledge that the Americans are good? No, of course not. Of course not. Why do I care? No, and they've been very good as well. They were excellent against Paraguay and even better today. They've been brilliant. It's not surprising, though. They're a good side, and more importantly than a good side, they have an elite manager at this level. Get on with it, mate. Yes, I have seen that Diamande letter. Yes, and it is heartbreaking. Yes, it is. It is genuinely heartbreaking. Powerful. So powerful. Moving. Yeah, be interesting to see if Liverpool get him, you know. The fact that they have acknowledged that they are already ready to spend 100 million euros on him. Bearing in mind that they signed, what's his name as well, Munoz yesterday. Moving in the right direction, Liverpool. It's going to be very interesting to see how it goes for them from here. Going to be very interesting. Alpha Rainmaker, well done, mate. Thank you. I can't do a Mark Goldbridge impression. It's his channel, mate. He won't have me back. I can't really do impressions either. I'm not the guy for it. There's a kangaroo emoji in the chat. Opinions on hydration breaks. My opinion on hydration breaks, Ventus Moon, is that you shouldn't call them hydration breaks. You should call them what they are. They're advert breaks. It's got nothing to do with hydration whatsoever. It is purely about the capital within the game. It's nothing to do with hydration. And I hate them. I absolutely hate them. 100 million isn't that much anymore. Well, you say it's not much, right? But he's had one season at Leipzig. And look, he one game at the World Cup. Don't get me wrong, he's the best player on the pitch in that game. Absolutely brilliant. Like, obviously the best player on the pitch. But it's 100 million quid for a bloke who's 19 years old. Like, I do think it's a lot of money. And by the way, he's not going to go for 100 million. He's going to go for 120 odd. Because apparently PSG want him. I can't believe that, can you? PSG are looking at him and thinking that he can help them. PSG are looking at him thinking that he can help them win a European Cup for the third time in a row. When he's already got Barcola and Doué and Dembele and Kvaratskhelia. And they're looking at this kid going, yeah, you could help us. So yeah, it'll be very interesting to see how that goes. Can CFC win the Europa League? It's going to be difficult. It's going to be very difficult. At the moment, I would say near on impossible. We've climbed up some major mountains. I went to the Nou Camp when we knocked out Barcelona from the Champions League when we had 10 men. Yeah, I mean, I've seen the impossible. But to win a competition that we aren't in, I mean, that is going to take some doing. America are in behind here. Can they make it a resounding 3-0 win? Oh, he's cut in. He's done really well. Mate, tee it up now. Oh, you greedy. Just got to lay it off there. It was a set. Just so you all know, I'm sure you know this and you don't need me to help, but in the spirit of kinship, the game tonight Mark is doing. So when this ends, hang about on this channel because Mark will be going live. So make sure that you are staying tuned. It's going to be a big one. He's going to be live for the Morocco game, I think. So make sure that you're about for that. Trust me, it will be a big one. A big one. And we're all nearly 2,000 likes. Oh, you're right. Didn't quite make it to the promised land. The land of milk and honey. We never made it. Shame. What did we get? 1.9. 1.9. Surely someone can click like. There must be one person who's watching this that hasn't liked the stream. Can we get to 2K? Ah, you're a gentleman. Thank you very much. Yeah, so Mark will be live for the Morocco-Scotland game. Obviously, we are all supporting Morocco, aren't we? So make sure that you hang about for Mark to be live on that one. Am I live in Mark's house? No, I'm not live in Mark's house and I don't live with Mark. You lunatic. 2K likes, says Motti. Thank you very much. Not singing You're Not Fit to Referee. Yeah, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Someone has... Rory Jennings... Mate, that looks like I've done that. Someone in the chat has called themselves Rory Jennings. That isn't me. The game is over, by the way. Pulisic is on the pitch. The game is over. The USA have won 2-0. They were far and away the better team. They are now through the group stage. I think, I'm just looking at the group, the numbers of the group. I think they're now through top. Nothing can happen to knock them off top spot. Unbelievable work from America. Battered Paraguay, battered Australia. They have done exactly what they wanted to do in this World Cup. Amazing from them. Amazing from Pochettino. And I mean this in sincerity. You don't want to play America in the next round. You really do not. I just want to say thank you so much for having me. It's been an honour to share the evening with you. I really appreciate you tuning in. To all of the people who have commented, unbelievable. To all of the people who have super chatted, unbelievable. To all of the people that have spoken to me about Ross Kemp, unbelievable. To the geezer that kept putting my name in orange, salute. And to the bloke who called himself Rory Jennings' lover, you, my friend, are a lunatic. Mark will be live for the Scotland game in a few minutes, so do not go anywhere. It's going to be amazing. I appreciate you joining the BTEC version and sitting with me for this game. I am Rory, and I am out. I will see you in a little while. Ta-da!